work, Tenno. We need everything we can to stop humans from gathering any more Kuba. Working on it. Continue to defend. Let's open the security.
Really?
Override successful. Let's get going. We are finished here. Move on. Alarms successfully hacked. The location is returning. Security levels. Terminal spotted. Upload me and prepare to deploy.
My Warframe is strong.
I'm in, Ted. This will take a moment.
Let's go on the offensive.
Working on it. Continue to defend. Terminal point. Keep moving. Here is a terminal. Get me in and get ready to defend. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment. Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Wow, like the lag is so bad that it's like he got all his health back.
Mission
He
complete.
just reset his health.
Excellent
Like,
work, Tenno.
yay, minus weapon recoil. I'm gradually moving up.
Did you fuse your mods, Operator? Did they anger you in some way?
Oh man, I should have I forgot. Oh well. Guess I'll do it now.
Operator, I run diagnostic regressions. All systems nominal. You don't need to thank me.
I need to change that. Cancel. I need to give Oberon Oh, now he sees my message. Oh, it's like 25 minutes. Salutations.
What's up, Ronald?
Nothing much. Just trying to get some materials while I have this booster running.
Oh, gotcha, from Warframe.
Yeah. So you know, there's a gift of the Lotus for the next 24 hours. You really want to
Sweet.
log in the next day because it's a shotgun ribbon.
Let's go. Alright.
Yeah. And a catalyst, since you were mentioning that you don't have too many catalysts, so.
Yeah, I would prefer reactors, but yeah, I need the catalyst just as much. Probably more, but... I'm here because I told you what I was going to do. I'll go do the Warframe stuff when I know you're not on tomorrow. I got 24 hours to do it. Normally those missions are like super easy to get done and don't really require too much planning. Why are we returning to orbit? Okay. Oh, yeah. I wanted to do your adventures because it was easy for me to get super solar melees, but that's fine. No. You need the adventure. You need the. This is what you actually need to do the most of. So, disregard my last statement.
Don't disregard it. Just remember it for later and use it against them 6 months from now.
And use it against me. Jeez. Wow,
I'm
awesome.
kidding. I'm kidding.
I know you are. Holy crap, man. I can't take a joke. Oh my god.
No, but the reason I say that is because I'm streaming, so you know, I don't want the person that comes by the stream be like, man, this guy's a douchebag. Like, he's so arrogant. Like, he can't even get along with the people in his party. Like, he's super arrogant. Like, I'm like, well, that's one way to look at it, I guess.
Well, it's like, I would love to see Rio do a full party and stream the full party and see what he actually says during some of those parties.
You should watch his streams because he's always with Magamu and
Well, that's the thing. He's always
somebody
with his
and somebody else.
friends.
Yeah. He's
I'm talking about
hilarious
some of
on
those
stream.
weird- He has those weird voices. Yeah, I don't want to play with a female Warframe because I think it takes away my man card. Not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Wait, you do realize that the strongest female frames, or the strongest frames in the game are the female frames. Yeah, but I'd much rather be portrayed as a man because I'm a man.
Yeah. Yeah, you're busy. You think he's actually joking, but that's actually a thing.
And because I play,
Yeah, it's actually a thing.
I play as a man, I find it offensive if a guy plays as a woman because he is less of a man.
Yeah, I wish he was joking, but he is actually not joking. He's being dead serious because that's an actual thing. People actually still believe like that. There are people in this world who actually think that's actually a logical response.
For those that are streaming, I currently have 3 characters in Destiny, 2 of which are females.
Yeah.
So this is me repeating, not acting on. And I have just as many female frames as I do male frames in Warframe.
Yeah, it's just that people, there's just still this ignorance. Like, where they still believe that women should be in kitchens. And, like, if a woman plays a video game, just like, why is she out of the kitchen? And it's like, they still make you people? Like, you still exist? Your ignorance still exists in this day and age? It's 2018. And you still think that way? Like, women's rights movement was, what, 80 years ago? Something like that? Women's liberation, like, wasn't that like 60 or 70 years ago?
Women were given the right to vote through the Suffrage Act of, like, 1920.
Yeah.
So, women were able to vote.
So, 1920, it's almost 2018, and we still got people like that. That's almost 100 years. It's like, man, like... It's like, man, like, people need to progress just a little bit. Uh-oh.
For those that are watching, our teammate is having to take a phone call from his girlfriend. Those that have girlfriends understand the plight. Those that don't may not understand. When she calls, you'd kind of need to answer.
Ain't
Unless
that
you
the
have a
truth?
really good understanding.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth?
Not to sound condescending or this, that, and the other, but these are things you learn along the way.
Yep. Ain't that the truth?
Sure. Wait, you already did payback. Yes, that's the only one you've done. Back out. Because we have to land before you do that.
We'll see how this goes. So I was doing a Kuva mission, Fructor.
Cool.
It was a level 80 to 100, and the random tells me the reason he's sitting at the extraction instead of helping the team is because one, he already did the mission, and two, it's more efficient that way. So I want you to explain to me that logic leap. Him sitting at the extraction while the three of us dying over and over, being more efficient.
Well, it is more efficient because you're not having to pick him up all the time.
My thought process was like, hey, if you're over here helping us, maybe I wouldn't have to run around trying to... Yeah, maybe I wouldn't have to go running around trying to get everybody up, and you could actually shoot somebody while I'm trying to res everybody, going back and forth and roll over this circle of death that happens when you try to res too many people. You know what I'm talking about. Where you res somebody, then you die, then he reses you, then he dies, then you res him back, then he dies, and it's like, oh my god.
The circle of life.
I'm just like, man, if you just get off the extraction and come help us, we'll be out the mission faster and you can go on your way. He's like, no, I'm gonna be over here. It's more efficient this way. I'm like,
you know what? It's more efficient if you weren't in the party and we get someone else.
Yeah. I'm like, you're a scrub, sir. You're a scrub.
No. A scrub is the one that just keeps dying all the time because he's not strong enough. He's worse than a scrub.
I'm just like...
In that TLC, I don't want no scrubs.
Yep. And the dude had the nerves, was like, well, see, you're MR30, you're MR21. You should know better. You should know it's more efficient if I'm over here. I'm sitting there shaking my head like, really? Did this guy just put the seniority card out on me? Like, really? Did he just use this? Like, are you serious? Man, I was like, oh my goodness.
I think he did. I think he literally said, because you're not picking.
I was just like,
this is more efficient.
Yeah. I was just like, I don't get it.
That's not a scrub. That's a douche. That is an active person who is trying to screw you over and get the reward for it.
I was just like, wow.
A scrub at least just doesn't do anything. You're having to pick him up, you're having to help him the whole way. He's a douche. He's actively doing something to prevent you from getting it done.
Yeah, I was just like, wow. Yeah. I was just like, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So then, like, I read
have no sympathy for him.
And here's the crazy thing, the tale in the story. There was a Master Rate 25 and was like, yeah, he's right. And I'm looking at the Master Rate 25 guy like, really? Like, really? You're going to take his side? Like, really? If this is what we doing? The Master Rank 25 guy who should know better. It's like,
no,
okay,
because
sure.
he called him out and said, yes, you're right. And here's the reason why, because, yeah, he's being more efficient because you're not having to actually pick his ass up.
I was just like, wow. And I'm like, yep, these are the lobbies I get into. These people just be like, here's a free ride. I'm just gonna jump on your back. This will carry us to victory. I'm like, oh, okay. And that's like Peace was saying the other day. Like, I don't mind helping people. I really don't. I mind when you don't want to help yourself. That's what I mind. Like, when you're just like, hey,
sure.
I need help. And like, hey, I need you to do this for me. Like, wait, what? Like, how?
I'm not going to do it for you, but what I will do is I'll come in, jump in, help you do your mission. Hey, busy? I have no problem coming in and help you doing it because you're doing it. Doing it. Ow, ow, ow. Rift behind you.
Yeah, and I'm just like, man. That was just crazy.
Where did this joker go? Yes, he does. He is a pansy. He's a big old pansy. Ow. Oh, you thought that was funny, huh? I'm gonna show you funny, buddy. Where you going?
We're on the way.
Sweet. Hey, buddy. Just drop that shield. You know you want to. So what are you running right now in Warframe?
I'm trying to. I'm running a survival right now to help you get your condition overload.
Oh, well.
Yep. But these dudes are just like all over the place. So like the enemies are spawning across the map. It's like it's kind of hard to farm in a group when your group is like all over the map.
Is available if you. The operative has just made their first discovery. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, I might do a solo run after this. I was just like, man, I didn't think they would be all over the map.
All in them?
Prepare for incoming medical support.
Tenno, prepare for life support.
Sorry. Seek medical attention.
Another life support capsule is now available.
Joining allies.
Are y'all in that homecoming mission?
Yes.
It does that. Why, I don't know.
I'm like,
Something to do with that barrier in that middle section that you get separated. It's like, join the allies.
we were behind the barrier. Both of us were.
Life support incoming.
Wait, why is there a barrier here?
Another life support capsule is now available.
What in the actual crap, man? Nope.
Life support incoming.
Alright, fall off here. Fall off.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
No, we're good. We're even further up.
Look what our Tenno operative just found. I could not do this without you.
Ooh, okay, don't use it now, but do you have your secret? Okay.
Life replenished. life support has arrived.
Cool. Alright. Get ready to use it.
Life support on the way.
You're gonna have to get yourself up.
Another life support capsule is now available.
What? Oh, he couldn't get back up because he was jumping into my grenade.
So he's Bruno Mars?
He definitely took a grenade from me. Maybe not for me.
Right. So, Fructor, let me ask you, since we're on the topic briefly. Have you ever wanted to take a grenade for a girl?
Attack us and we will counter.
Like, you thought a girl was so bad, you're like, you know, girl, I'll take a grenade for you. Because that's what Bruno Mars is saying in the song, if you listen to the song, that she's so amazing that he would take a grenade for her.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Why do you say it like that, Busy?
He's a military guy and he knows what the end result is.
Additional life support has arrived.
So wait, you wouldn't take one for the mother of your child?
Wow. Wow, that's
That
rough.
should keep you going.
I guess
Well,
y'all
they're
not on
not
good
married.
terms then. Man, I guess y'all not on good terms. Wow. Well, that's one way to look at it.
Wow. What I'm saying is at one point, would you have done that?
Oh, but see, you're saying that from the after effect of it going south. So let's put it in this context. What if there was a woman that you really, really dig?
Prepare for life support.
Like a woman that you really see that you could actually get married to,
We will all share in
given
this
your
bounty.
current situation.
Hold out as long as
Like
you
she's
can.
worth you putting a ring on it.
Delivered another life support capsule.
There you have it, folks. He would not take a bullet for just anybody.
Okay. Oh, good. My channel isn't based on like my whole point of my channel is that my adventures in gaming. So like whatever happens, happens. Like I don't censor anybody.
Lights incoming.
I want people to experience like this is how gaming goes. So like whatever crazy stories happens, that just happens. So. Now, only time I would be kind of up to censorship if people start spewing like racist stuff. I'm like, hey, I can't have the racist stuff on my stream. Or like misogynistic type stuff.
I've delivered life support capsule.
Hold tight. A med tower is en route. Med tower deployed.
What do you mean? Yeah, that happens. I don't know if it's people change or there becomes a lack of trust. Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah.
She didn't reward you in kind with taking herself out of the hood.
Yep.
The
Right.
longer you fight, the more successful we will be.
Yep, I can understand that. So, do you
Wait,
believe
did
from
you
your
pop super?
okay? So, do you believe that a person can be set in stone? Meaning, once a cheater, always a cheater, or once unfaithful, always unfaithful? How far do you think it could go though? Are you talking like world's strongest man lifting cars type of stuff, or are you talking like
Oh crap. Yeah, I missed the first one. Fall back, don't come to me. Fall back. No, you're running forward. Fall back. Go back into the room. There you go. He's got eyes on you now. He's got eyes on you now.
Loss has been replenished.
right?
Get ready for a capsule.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think any person is preordained for anything.
Another life support capsule.
I don't believe in fate at all. I mean, it's good for like movies like The Notebook, where it's romantic to say people are fated together and they were meant to be. But I don't believe that's the actual thing. I believe there's a person for everybody. I'm not. Well, let me put it this way. I believe you can find anybody that can work with you. I don't believe there's just this one person that you were destined to spend your life with, or this was this one type of job you were destined to do. This was your destiny to do this one job, or because you're from a certain area, you're destined to be this way because only people in that area can only do certain things. I don't believe in destiny. Like, I don't believe that. I think we put that restrictions on ourselves because of society. Like, we put classes on people for economic reasons, but I don't think as a person we're held to that.
He can fire at me, so just be careful.
Like, you hear those stories of people like, well, I'll never find anybody. And it's like, nah, that's not true. You may not find somebody in your area, but you might have to go to the city over or you may have to go to another area to find somebody. But this whole the Phoenix aspect.
So I'll say it this way, because the person says it that way, they are right and they're fulfilling their own self-doubt prophecy. Hear me out. So if you think that that is the only person for you, you're going to do things to prevent yourself from actually finding that person. So while you may not necessarily think that you're causing a problem, you actually are causing yourself harm and not allowing something natural to happen.
Right.
That's true too. It's inorganic. Yep.
Yeah, I just feel in this now and okay, go ahead, my bad. I was just saying this day and age, maybe when our grandparents were growing up, it was more of that, like, I'm from this neighborhood and that's all I'm gonna be. But like nowadays, there are guys dating people in like other countries and getting married. Like, I know people actually in my area, not just saying like people on YouTube, but I know people in my area like that met somebody from like South Africa and got married. Yeah. I mean, so this whole notion of like, well, there's just this one person for you and you can't be happy, you just, like, no, like, you just have to broaden your outlook on things. Like, like if you're just saying like, well, I can only go this area, and well, I can't find nobody in this area, I guess I'm never gonna be happy. I'm like, well, maybe you need to broaden your area. Yeah, I mean, years ago, like, black people were still getting hung from trees for just looking at a white woman. So, like, times have changed dramatically over there, over those periods of time. So, it's still not good, but people have more freedom to love who they want to love. I'll say it that way.
Yep.
Look what our they've just found. They could not do this without you.
Oh, crud, man. Yes, it was. All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
All right.
Yeah. No, I'm just going to the bathroom. Be right back.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tino.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people aren't just honest in their feelings. But culturally, we've been taught not to be honest, so there's that too. Mhm. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, it's easier to lie than to tell the truth. Yeah, it's easier to lie to your boss and actually be like, hey,
You found
I can't do that.
before they escaped.
It's easy to say on your resume all the stuff you can do, but really you probably can't do half of that stuff. Just to get a job or anything.
Their target nowhere
To
near.
embellish, as they
Track
say.
them down quickly. Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back
Yeah.
at base. Your part from here, Tenno.
Right. People be like, I speak 2 languages. Wait, what do you speak? Like English and Ebonics. We're like, wait. You speak English. It's like, yeah, but people do that, all kidding aside, just to be like, yeah, I can do so much on their resume and different things when they talk to people, instead of just actually being legit.
That was a close one.
Your lack of honor has brought this upon you.
Yeah. We got a couple weeks, I think,
We
still.
are on the way.
I think the 7th. Yeah. Yep, next month.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back at base. Your part is done here, Tenno.
Yeah, that's why next, the 28th, they're getting everybody ready for all the weapon changes and resorting to the D1 system of primaries and secondaries. So get ready. Yeah, so get ready for the 28th, where everything's gonna be super grimy and Crucible, and everybody gonna be running around with shotguns, seeing how far they can push it. Cause that's the whole thing Destiny has been telling us, like, hey, if you run around with 3 shotguns, you can. I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna go badly in Crucible. That won't be pure 8s. I mean, because you know how some people play. Like, some people just sit in corners, wait for you to pass them. So you gonna have that one guy, you know it's gonna be true. I'm preparing y'all now. You gonna have that one guy with 3 shotguns just sitting in the corner. Just because he can. But see, that's just how games have always been. Like, if you give a person a tool to exploit, 9 times out of 10, they're going to exploit it every single time. Yeah. So I can already see the videos of people complaining about the shotguns and the snipers.
Me too.
I can already see people complaining about getting sniped across the map all game because somebody's running 3 snipers. And it's just like lowest common denominator. I mean, hope for the best, expect the worst. Yeah. Yeah, they're at a crossroads. They're trying to figure out what they should do to keep people buying their games. And this is their transition year, so.
Transition from what to what? Sorry, I'm back.
Whatever is going to be the next thing. Because if you notice, Destiny, of all the big quote-unquote shooters, is the only shooter that doesn't have a battle royale in it.
I don't think they're ever going to put one in.
Right. We might not, but way the industry is going, Battlefield has a battle royale now, and Call of Duty has a battle royale now. And like years ago, we made the joke that Call of Duty copied everybody, but now it's like, yeah, like they literally just copy stuff. If they see something that's working, hey, we need to do that. We need to put that in our game. So like there is this transition. Like they have to figure out what's going to keep them making money, and that's why they try and battle royale now.
Oh, so they're like the iPhone. Okay.
Yeah. Like they might be successful, but like I don't think they will be, because people are smart enough to know, like, hey, you're copying a Fortnite. Like you'll always have those Call of Duty people and Battlefield people who support their franchises, but the most people see what it is, that it's just a copy, a poor man's copy of it.
Well,
I mean, if you think about Fortnite's success, the reason it's successful is, one, it's free. 2, it's best at what it does currently. And 3, it's fun to play, and you always know what you're going for. And by the way, it's free. Whereas Call of Duty is like you pay $60 and you don't know if it's good. And you pay Battlefield and you don't know if it's good.
I'm ready to enjoy the show. I'm ready to see you bring the show.
Hello.
Bring.
Hello, Jordan. Just see your comment. Thank you for stopping by the stream. Yeah, but so people will eventually figure out what the next thing is or what they're good at. But the big franchise, if you look back through history of gaming, Gears was popular. Gears of War is popular because it was its own thing. It had an interesting mechanic that separated it from other shooters. Halo was different because it separated itself from other shooters with its overshield mechanic and the Bungie formula. Doom was different. Unreal was different because there were arena shooters. So the successful franchises, if you look at through history, are franchises that does something that people can understand.
Hold on, I'll invite him to the party.
Where was I at? Oh, that's that one, okay.
What you up to?
Okay, just running some survival missions, trying to collect materials.
There you go.
Crashing your party.
John, come on in. The water's just fine.
I was like, I need to do these. So if y'all are running them, I'll definitely be on board with that.
Yes, sir. Come on in.
It's a lot faster with 3 people.
Absolutely.
You are here to distract the enemy.
Yes, it is.
I think he still has. I'm helping Busy run these. He has this one and the last one, the Gaul one left. How many do you need?
Oh, all of them. But I'll run as many. I'll run as many as.
If we will.
Yeah. No, it's my blue set, so.
Yep. Know the feeling.
I still need to do a nightfall if anybody wants to do that.
Let's see, I know only my Warlock's running Nightfall this week, so I'm down to do at least 2.
Oh, I hate these guys.
Ow, ow, ow. That hurt. Oops.
Oh,
What's your favorite primary?
Heck, I really wish you were on a little earlier because we already ran 2 of them.
To answer your question, let's see. To answer your question, my favorite would be the Archoplasma one. The Amprex is pretty good as well. Because the thing about Warframe, as you probably know from watching the stream or try to watch streams or play the game yourself, is that since it's a horde-based shooter, you need weapons like this that can clear out a lot of things in a hurry. So things like the Archoplasma are really good. And things like the Amprex, or the secondary weapon that's like the Amprex, is really good.
Life support on the way.
But I really do enjoy the Archoplasma one. Yeah, I muted them because I didn't want to talk over them. So let me unmute them. 1 second. That's the part of being a party, so don't want to overtalk people. Trinity. Trinity and Mag are my favorite frames. Because you always need a good healer.
Oh, sorry, I'm making you mute them.
Not a problem. Yeah, they'll probably just think I'm crazy, so, which is normal. Most people think I'm crazy. And by the way, I'm talking to the guy on the stream. He's asking me questions. Hello, Vigloff.
What up, man?
I didn't see your message till late after we had gotten done with extra EP, so.
I think I got on too late.
Capsule.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of all like got off at the same time.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
But yes, I will definitely run some Nightfall.
Yeah, I would have ran it with you yesterday, Vigloff. I just didn't see your message until we had all got off. Everybody else was just winding down.
Yeah, there was no live stream, which y'all got off the
Additional
live.
life support has arrived.
What was the live stream?
Wasn't there a live stream yesterday? Somebody posted that they were watching the live stream.
Well, yeah, she was streaming,
No.
and I was watching the depth stream before that. Because every week Warframe has,
That's what we're talking about.
yeah, every week
he-
Warframe has a dev stream to show like what they're doing to make changes to the game. DE does a dev stream. They're like saying like, hey, we're thinking about doing this and that. Then the people in the community on YouTube say like, hey, we saw your changes, here's our response to it. So then they'll come back in a week later and say like, okay, we saw your responses. Here's the ideas that we're thinking about. So that's how they're trying to keep their game active, which is a
That makes
Warframe.
sense. It's actually
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah, that's what Bungie really needs to do, but they're still at the arrogant stage where they're like, we know better than the rest of everybody, and it's like, Bungie, like, Bungie.
I don't know if it's a completely arrogant stage. I think it's more or less like, we can't do what the community actually wants in a timely manner, so we're going to do what we think we can get done in a timely manner.
But, like, I get what you're saying, and I don't disagree with that's a valid thought process. My thought process is like, hey, just let us know. We're adults here. You can talk to us. You can say like, hey, we can't change this just yet, because if we change this, it'll break something else. But being like, yeah, we're not going to tell you anything is worse.
No,
I think the
and they're
worst thing
starting
they
to
did
realize that.
with Destiny 2 is they geared it for a younger fan base, and now it's going
Yep.
back towards a normal fan base, which is really what it was to begin with.
Yeah, so what I was saying to Busy before you came in the party, VGoff, is on the 28th, they're going to make the changes to the Crucible and then make the slot changes. And I said to Busy as a joke, but I was being serious when I said the joke, but like, get ready for there to be a guy in the corner sitting with 3 shotguns. And he's just going to sit in that corner, waiting for you to pass him. And he's just going to pump you with lead as you go by, because he can. And I was saying, like, there's going to be somebody that's just going to try to break the mechanics the first week. Because that's always how it happens. Like, you give somebody something, they'll always find a way to exploit something.
Well, that's the whole point. Is they want to exploit this. But I have a feeling they're not going to have the ammo to exploit it, and they're going to be super pissed.
Yeah. So I can see that first week is going to be super toxic in Crucible. It's going to be really, really bad.
I got a super, so.
Alright.
Yeah, I can see a lot of invis hunters first week running around with shotguns, just jumping over everybody's heads.
Oh, nice shot, Mr. Headhunter, dude.
Are they across the way there?
No. Well, yeah, they're in the back. I was already weak. His sniper doesn't one-shot you.
Yeah, the question with Bungie is how will they address the issues? Will they panic or will they adjust it correctly? That's the worry. You just don't know.
Keep the enemy busy while a fellow tunnel operator raids the ship for supplies. Ready?
Left side, they can't jump over the bridge as well.
We can avoid a living. This might be easier.
Wait, someone didn't get. Oh my goodness. Okay.
No, I didn't get that. I thought somebody else would pick it up.
They have just shut down all systems. I'm sending life support capsules your way. Delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it in more time.
Yeah, I'm moving up now.
What's wrong, Busy?
Support incoming.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
You got a Nova?
Nope. We have that. I'll have one here in a couple of seconds. Oops, new shadows.
Additional life support has arrived.
Man, these missions are so long.
Yes, they are. Especially with them raising up the difficulty.
Yeah,
Or
and the
arbitrarily
tank.
lowering your health.
Tight. Med tower is en route.
Whatever way you want to put it.
Now, patch is sorry. Seek medical attention.
I couldn't get away from the burn too. I was burning on something and then yeah. Ow. Turn around just to... Now I got smacked. I got sliced and diced.
Oh, he's not dead.
Support capsule is available.
Thanks, Busy.
Thank you.
Either way, you doing it solo.
Let me see. I'm trying to farm a particular mod for a clanmate who's in the party called Condition Overload. It's better to farm these types of missions solo than with a full team of randoms. Because randoms don't under spawn mechanics, so sometimes they mess the spawns up for you.
Alright, someone grab that.
Life support on the way.
Yeah, if you notice, like I can stay in this area and they'll keep spawning. If you have randoms, they'll be all across the map and you're like, where are the enemies at? And you can't farm materials that way if enemies are all over the map.
Support capsule.
And the good thing about stealth frames, if I have to leave, I could just leave. I could just get into cloak because they can't see me. So
Go to extraction.
that's why stealth is so important in this game.
Is just making that first discovery. Keep up the good work. Should keep you going for a while. Get ready for a capsule. I've delivered a
lot of people
support
here.
capsule.
Are you excited about Fortuna?
Fortuna looks really good. They just have to figure out the problem that they had with the planes. And the problem they had with the planes is there was literally nothing there. Just but empty plain
damn it.
space. So if they can figure that problem out, Fortuna could be really interesting.
Prepare for life support.
Here's hoping, though.
I did the same thing, Busy. I got 10 seconds for here, so. Yeah, it rides on that rail. I didn't even realize it either. Watch out, don't do it!
I'm excited for the pets.
Now available.
No!
You mean the Moa pets?
Woo!
Yeah, Moa pets look
We
interesting.
got this, y'all.
The big question with the Moa pets is, will they have carrier?
Probably not.
Yeah, here's hoping they do, though. That's the most reason why most people don't use their Kazatsu, their Kubros. Because they don't have carriers, so.
Get ready for a capsule.
Let's go.
Oh, this is where we get a tank. Hang on this.
I was doing that pretty much to burn the super.
Additional life support has arrived.
They should make a mother-like carrier but for pets.
Yeah, that would help. I mean, there's really no reason for the pets not to have carrier. I mean, you can't use a logic thing where it's like, well, the dog can't have carrier on it, but like, well, the dog has a mod on it, so...
Dizzy, you need to come grab your tank and come here with us.
He's right behind us.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we'll just see what they do in the
showing
future.
well on my screen.
Oh, yeah, when you're in that spot. Oh, this is so much better. Last time I did this by myself, it took a while too. Damn things.
Life support on the way.
I know.
Life support has been replenished.
Yeah, but carrier would be good on pets. It's just will they think about actually putting it in the game. That would give me a reason to use my Kubro and Kavat more.
Ow.
Oh man, that is super easy. I'll show you how to do that.
I hear it's easier if you're on a warlock, so.
Yeah.
To put those gloves on, you have a gazillion grenades. Yeah, I did it on a hunter, and it was kind of.
Oh, yeah, that took a while.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the weird thing about Destiny. Like, some classes have some things, and there's no parity in it. Like, I never understood why hunters never had armamentarium. Like, there's never as a hunter in the Destiny universe. Like, you know what? Having 2 grenades is probably a good thing.
Yeah.
The reason why they didn't have that is the armamentarium was a big bulky set of armor.
Alright guys, I'll be back in 2 seconds. You can start it and I'll just catch up. We have to put my voice to bed.
Okay. Alright. Don't start it just yet. I'm going to the postmaster.
But you could make an armamentarium like thing for hunters and warlock. Or for example, like Knucklehead Radar, which gives you radar the whole time as a hunter. Why warlocks and titans don't have that, I don't understand. Like do titans not need to be able to see their radar?
Because they move around so fast and they're snipers, that was the whole purpose for that. Although, the crappy part about that was... So, the reason why the hunter got the Knucklehead Radar is because they were always in the sniper rifles. But it didn't actually work for sniper rifles.
Additional life support has...
Yep, that is true.
So it was I think that Knucklehead Radar was probably used for... They probably, when they first made it, for hunters to be the exotic class to have that, is that it probably worked for all 4 of the weapon types, or all 3 of the weapon types. But they changed it probably midway through and didn't want to rework the perks, so they left it alone.
Yeah. It was just always weird to me that the Titans and the Warlocks never got anything like that. Because you would think like, hey, Warlocks can do all kind of space magic, but they can't see their radar. It's like, wait, what?
And they can't have 2 grenades.
Yeah. Given
by a piece of armor.
Yeah, it's like.
Oh wait, yes they can. They got the Sunbreakers, which gave them 2 grenades.
Yeah. It's just,
but only
it's just,
for one type, and only for the solar.
Yeah, it's just really weird. I'm just like, some things, like I get the people like they were like, we want new things. I'm like, I understand that, but like, can you at least have parity first before we go new things and add some new things as well? It's like y'all need UAV, y'all need your scopes too. Y'all need more grenades too. Like, that's
one
just
of the biggest problems. One of the biggest problems for me was why do hunters have less normal health than a Titan? That should not ever happen, but it did in D1.
You said more. Fact, you said less health, or more health.
The same.
But what from what I can gather is that Titans are supposed to be the tank class. And they were generally supposed to be heavier than the other 2 classes. Alright, thank you for stopping by the stream, Jordan. But I think like the Titans were supposed to be the tank class, where it was like, hey, we hold down the line, we're first in the fight, that type of thing, and we just we hold the wall.
The middle ground.
Yeah.
Warlocks had the middle ground.
Yeah. But I think Bungie messed up because Titans were supposed to be slow, but they actually messed up, and the Titans became like the fastest class in D1 with Titan skating, and it was like, this is kind of backwards. Hunters are supposed to be. Thank you for subscribing. Hunters are supposed to be faster than Titans, and it's like, there's a disconnect here somewhere.
Oh, absolutely.
Because in D1, there was like people that was the Titan skating masters, and it was like you just couldn't catch them. It was just like, okay. And that's why people, I think, always ask for another subclass or another class.
Oh, I'm good to go. Yeah. At least that started up. Yeah, because I needed to go to the postmaster. Yeah, it was like I didn't want to go like right that second because you were going whoop, whoop. They didn't.
Well, yes and no. They did get rid of it, but they're bringing it back in pieces. So the rumor is that they're gonna have weapons of light come back.
Well, the problem was is they took that staple away from Titans for some weird reason. And then they gave it over to Warlocks. It's like, wait, what?
Yep. I mean, I can understand why they got rid of it. Because then it became a balancing issue. Meaning, some Titans would have what was the older overshield one called? Was it Blessings or?
Yes, Blessings.
They gave you an overshield. So like there would be some people who would have like a super overshield and have max resilience, and they would be in their bubble, just sitting in their bubble with a shotgun, and it would be super hard to kill them, and it made the gameplay unbalanced. You couldn't really design stuff around it because they didn't have that whole 100 health type of thing. So I can see why they would do it in that aspect and get rid of it. That, and they didn't probably want the one-hit shotguns too, with the weapons of light.
You still have one-hit shotguns.
But they probably didn't want that in trials though. Like a guy just sitting in his bubble with a one-hit shotgun, just holding up in a bubble.
Additional life support has arrived.
One bit.
Life support has been replenished.
Yeah, just don't forget you do less damage in that gear you got on, so.
Tenno, prepare for life support.
Man, I hope I get this mod soon.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
Oh shit.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry, guys.
Alright.
Come on up. The water's super hot.
What mission is this? The Chosen.
Yeah, this is the this is Gaul.
Yep.
So it's
That should keep you going for a while.
Yep, it's kind of a pain.
yeah, it's a good one to do with 3 people. That's for sure.
Yep.
I wish you could do it with 4 people. I feel like you need 4 people in that mission sometimes. Because the spawns can get a little bit crazy.
I just don't like the guns.
Yeah.
Ow.
What our Tenno operative just found.
Jesus
We could not
Louise.
do this without you.
He set me up. He set me up for failure.
I don't need this one yet.
That was the one time I can say the enemy actually he set me up by doing the following. He shot his rockets at me and then shotgunned me.
Oh, Turbo's online.
Support has arrived.
You trying to sing a Bob Singer song? Cause that sure sounded like it. Night moves. Night moves.
What's this room? Okay. Got a good room then. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin.
Life support.
Too old of a reference.
Huff, and I'll blow. I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. Yep, that about summed that up.
Yep. That it did.
Ruination Colossus. Did not last long.
Really?
Hey look, it's a spicy ramen place.
Life support incoming.
Hey wait, I want some spicy ramen.
Dude, I just want some ramen, period. And I don't consider that stuff you get in the carton as actual ramen.
The what?
The
ramen?
stuff you get in cartons at the store, that top shelf stuff, that's like $1.
Another life support capsule.
That if you go into any hood, you'll know that they have the ramen in the little cart, in the little boxes with its imitation pork or chicken. Yeah, I actually want to take some actual real ramen.
Yeah, those guns will mess you up.
No! No, I did! Oh, damn it! Oh. I believe he was serious as death, yes.
I will consider what I've learned from this skirmish.
Life support activated.
Whew. Damn it. When you come around that corner, look directly to your right.
Keep going for a while.
Damn. No joke.
Get ready for a capsule.
Oh, what the? Oh, I'm just gonna hit you one time.
Another life support capsule is now available. Life support has been replenished.
Yeah, almost. He's almost dead.
Hello. Prepare for life support.
Trying to figure out where all your orbs.
That's
Where
where I
the
was.
I've delivered
Way the
another
hell back.
life support capsule.
No, I mean I don't see them.
I know, they were where I was standing, which was way across the way.
Okay. Must
Usually
have got
there's
all of them.
Alright, here comes the big boy.
We will all share in this bounty. Hold out as long as...
Oh, that hurt.
Life support on the way. Additional life support has arrived.
Oh, someone have their super? This is where the dogs
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, I got my grenade too, so.
Tell you what, that warlock grenade for when it expands out. You know what I'm talking about? For the storm caller.
Yeah.
Arc
That
bolt.
is one of the best dang grenades. No.
The pulse
You got a
grenade.
storm caller.
Oh,
Storm
the
grenade?
Storm grenade.
Storm caller, the pulse grenade, and then the top tree is arc web. Enemies damaged by your grenades chain lightning to nearby enemies. That thing wrecks me. Use the pulse grenade on a big group and it hits all of them at once.
Yeah, I know the storm grenade used to do that in D1. I don't remember if it's still in this game. You could hit people around corners with the storm grenade in D1.
Yeah. I think you still can, I just never use it. No one ever uses it anymore.
Yeah.
Because it just reacts too slow.
Yeah, it does react slow.
Yeah, D1, somebody was camping in the corner. It was like, oh, here's a storm grenade. It's going to go around the corner and just punch you in the face.
Uh-oh. Someone got left behind.
Leave no man behind, Proctor.
Life support activated.
That's shameful.
Oh, this is gonna be so much easier with 3 people. You have no idea.
Trust me, I know. I tried to do a solo and I kept getting sniped by those Cabal turrets.
I did it solo. It took me for damn ever.
Yeah, those turrets have no chill whatsoever. If like you stick your toe out, you're instantly dead. It's like, wait, what?
Sup?
Thank you for stopping by the stream. Jalen, thank you for stopping by.
Alright, he's in the immune state, the bubble.
Yeah, I just took care of a bunch of scions. Now he's not. Now he's electrocuting people.
We will all share in this bounty. Hold out as long
Now
as
he's immune. Now he's immune.
another life support capsule is now available.
Ooh, so better get some life support.
Better run.
Life support has been
What is he,
He's got a
teabagging you or
teabag,
something?
yeah.
Yep, figured. Go back this way.
Ah, he's
He's
immune.
immune again.
Now he's electric.
that should
he's
keep you
solar.
going for a while. Life support has been replenished.
Good, 7.
Get ready for a capsule.
Yes, it was. I definitely
Oh,
can
he's
use
almost
damage
dead.
on this river.
Get him, get him, get him, get him. Boom! There we go.
The life support has arrived.
Right?
Warframe strong.
Okay, there's one there, okay.
%99 for solar grenade kills.
I got 99 problems and grenades aren't one.
No, it's still one. Just one.
Yep.
Life support incoming.
Whoa, okay, I'm ready to see some death.
Another life support capsule is now available.
Doctor, I could really use my mini map now.
That should keep.
I'm just saying, this level 80 is trying to kill me right now. I could really use my mini map, please.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm trying not to get punched in the head, you know.
Prepare for life support.
Yeah, solar survival is a little bit different of an animal when you're by yourself and everything it tries to kill you.
So, did everybody say that?
I'll check it once I get out to survival.
So, I am literally.
What was it?
Ooh.
Check the picture. You'll notice that every single other one is done.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
Except for the solar kills. Or the solar grenades.
With our 10
And I'm at
just now.
1% left.
Not do this without you.
This
Oh,
is as close
man.
as you could be without completing the set. Alright, give me a minute. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Oh, shit.
Life support on the way.
Yeah, it's gonna take you 5 minutes.
5 minutes, it's gonna take you 5 hours.
Well, I was being
Life
nice.
support has arrived.
Yeah, but it's probably like 5 hours too. Because you got to delete them one by one. They were supposed to restrict it in the last update, but you know, reasons. Yeah, you gonna be there.
I
or
got
what?
some that are like 500s. Oh, did you get your shotgun, by the way?
Running out of time.
Yeah, who was doing escalation protocol yesterday for the shotgun?
Yeah, I got the sniper. it's fitting I would get the sniper, the person who never uses snipers ever in Destiny games.
Yeah, I got the sniper too, but it is a good sniper.
Yeah, but like for somebody who doesn't enjoy sniping, it's kind of like, would you like to get kicked in the groin, or would you like to softly get kicked in the groin? Yeah, and I'm being like hyperbolic because I'm streaming, but yeah, I just don't snipe, so you know, it just sits in my vault. Alright. What you got? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. Nah, not really. Yeah, you're gonna be there a while, cause yeah, they stack up. So Bungie's solution was like, hey, you'll now be able to delete 5 at a time. I'm like, that's not a solution, that's a band-aid. It's like putting a band-aid on a broken arm. It's like, no, you need to put his arm back in socket and not just put a band-aid on it. It's like, you need to do a little bit more to just say, hey, you can delete 5 now. How about we like delete a whole stack? It's like, man. Like, there's literally just spots in, yeah, there's just literally spots in my vault. There's just nothing but shaders. Like, I got like a whole sheet just like shaders. I'm just like, man. It's like, can I not have a gazillion shaders? That's the thing about Warframe, like when you get a gazillion mods, you can actually just delete the whole stack. You just press square one time and you just delete the whole stack of mods. And you just get resources back for when you delete them. It's just like, why can't you just have press square to delete all? Like, it just seems simple to me. Like, press one button, delete a whole stack. Yeah, it's just like they're like every mod or every shader is individually coded into the system, depending upon where you get it. And I'm like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. So like I'm not being like hyperbolic for the stream, but like they literally said that if you go to Tess Everest and she gives you a red and black shader, and you go to Zavala and he gives you that same exact shader, the way Bungie does is those two shaders, even though they're the exact same shader, they're coded separately.
Alright, what do we want to do now?
So it's like those.
Yeah.
You said you had to do all of them, so.
Alright, let's run some payback. Actually, do you still have to do all of them, or just Homecoming and Homecoming and Spark, or just I'm sorry, Homecoming, Spark, and Payback? No, Biga.
He went. He stepped aside. He stepped away for a second. all up for Nightfall, so I need to do Nightfall. I mean, somebody did say they need to do Nightfall, so I think I heard them say that. So. All right, let me. I just gotta make sure I don't delete the wrong mods.
Tenno, there's a top limited mission alert available. Check navigation.
Lingering torment. Alright, I'm switching games. I mean, I think an hour and a half was enough for me trying to get the mod, so.
Oh, for sure, man.
Yeah. So what I found out, Fructor, is you have a better chance of getting the mod if you have a drop chance booster and a resource booster.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah. So whenever you and Metas decide to get back on, we can do that and just farm the mission again, because we always need those materials anyway, so.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see. My cards are going.
Give me a second. I could do what we could go to too. It's not that hard.